take nothing personally. Sadness, fear, anger, even those things that seem to be mostly to do with who you are. Fear is human fear, anger is human anger, sadness is human sadness. Not really personal. And the mind is the human mind. And its structures, the way it works. Conditioned human mind. And a mind-based identity, also conditioned. Nothing personal anywhere. A new identity is emerging that's very different from the personalized sense of self. Some purists would say, well, it's no identity at all, that's no self. Well, it depends on how you want to use language. I'd say a new identity is emerging. Who you are beyond the narrow, personalized sense of me. To some extent, that still operates a little bit. The framework of your life, you remember things. You still have a name, probably. But you're not seeking an identity and accumulating stuff around your name, which is an unconscious process. Starts as soon as you learn your name, which you didn't even choose. And then stuff accumulates around it, and me. The other thing I remember from just reading the message from the Hopi elders, do everything in a sacred manner. And that's exactly what we addressed this morning. So that you cannot do something in a sacred manner if it's a means to an end. If this moment is a means to an end. Sacred action implies that you are completely present with that action and you give it your full attention. You honor this now. Then that's what I called this morning quality. High quality really is that sacredness that comes into your life more and more. It doesn't mean necessarily that you become extremely slow from now on. Although at times, as this new thing comes into your life, it may be that alone in your room, you might be slowly practicing picking something up without making it into a means to an end. It's pick up a pen, an object, the hand moves towards it. You pick it up, and even that movement is not a means to an end. And you look at it, and let it be so completely that labels are unnecessary in the mind. There's simply presence, the field of presence in which it appears. That's you. And put it down. So you performed an action in the field of awareness that's sacred. And so at first you may slow down here and there, and gradually you can resume perhaps not your normal speed, because normal speed is a bit mad, but you can do things naturally, a natural flow to doing. And if the situation requires it, it may well be that the flow is a fast flow, and yet you're present in every movement. Even while you're running, you're present with every movement, not trying to reach a mental projection of me over there where I would like to be. Running without the mental projection of me over there, just me here. Movement, energy moving, beautiful. And again, it's a better quality running. There was an interesting film some years ago in which somebody does a lot of running. And I remember the way he looks when he's running. It's as Forrest Gump. It's as if he were standing still and his head goes like that. Not, and that happens to be a film who is about a man, fictitious person, who his state is very similar to the enlightened state, except that he is pre-thought. But his connectedness, his oneness, is the same as the enlightened state. He doesn't know it. So things come to him easily, whatever he needs. He does heroic things in the war in that film, and yet claims no credit. Nobody did it. It just happened. So that's a beautiful example of enlightened state, not really what we call the state of becoming free of thinking, but not yet having gone through the thinking state, and thereby live in that state of greater connectedness. But we can't go that way. A similar film many years earlier, if you want to watch it and haven't seen it yet, about also a fictitious person in a similar state, is called Being There. So that's, both these films show how things become helpful, how life cooperates with you when you live in that way of non-resistance and not having a personalized me that needs, wants, and claims and resists, that obstructs the flow. And so life becomes a sacred thing. It always was, but we didn't know it.